Alright, it's 1 p.m. Time to get this stream on the road. Didn't forget this time to change the thing too. That's good, right? That's good. Let's get started. No Donald. No Donald here today. We are just gonna keep working on sprites because honestly, I only have 2 more days I can work on this week, so I mean, like, I may as well just like work on something consistent, right? Okay. Oh wait, no, that does capture, right? Okay. So if you remember, we're working on Remnants Road and yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the first monsters part area. In case you forgot. I'm actually gonna make this be over here immediately. This is like the can't go anywhere location over here. This will be that. And let me copy it now because we're gonna make more zones where there have been things. So what else should there be here on Remnants Road? Maybe they've got like... What kind of monster parts could there be? I imagine... Here, do I have any in my document that I've already made? Let me see. Mukuba game. Let's see. We have... I don't really have any, do I? Never really started on that one. But there could be... Dodge rating one. Okay. We should have like the fur of something. The fur. There should be fur of some kind of creature. The wolves are red. How do I make fur? Probably just like this. I'm on this layer. It's okay. It's Foxy the Pirate fur. Oh my god. Actually, this looks like a blood stain. Maybe like this color would look more like fur. It wouldn't be bundled up on the ground. It would be like... It would actually be like a... It'd just be there, right? There'd be like some strands, maybe. It really does just still look like blood or some kind of sauce, maybe. Here, let me add some dark tones to it. Maybe that would help. I don't know how we're doing that, but we can try. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this needs to actually have a contour for it to be for it to really look like it. No, we haven't been doing contours this whole time. I'm not gonna start now. Oh boy. Yeah, it continues. We're gonna just continue to make our sprites here. You see, after I finish this tile set, we'll actually work on making the maps themselves, you know, and then I'll be in a position to make all these different zones. I think I'm gonna make at least maybe 2 or 3. Actually, I gotta make the area where... Hold on. I gotta make the areas where you can't walk, which is probably just gonna be like a fence, because you know it's just this is a blocked off zone. There's probably just gonna be a fence on the top and a fence on the bottom. It's probably not even gonna be that interesting, actually, the more I think about it. And then we'll have we'll have like a wall of this on one side and a wall of it on the other, and then you won't be able to walk too far, much further, because it's just a road, and you don't want to. We're not gonna. It's not gonna be infinite, obviously. Now I can't tell if that looks like blood, fur, or bacon. Now, kind of does look like bacon, doesn't it? What's another thing that might be in the road? Oh, we should probably have like this. We're gonna have lizard tails. They're gonna be green. They're gonna be blue. That's way too big for a lizard tail. I've actually seen plenty of lizard these days outside. Plenty of lizards. So many lizards. They are unending. You know? It's really been like a lizard-filled experience. But not recently, actually. Recently it's been raining a bunch here. We'll give it a little stripe down the middle. No, actually, we'll just leave it like that. I think that's fine. I think I may have actually made it too big, honestly. Yeah, let me make it smaller. There definitely wouldn't be more than one, though. There'd be the only the one. There was a lizard tail. Talking about lizards reminds me of that time I played that game where it was a freaking... It's like a... On stream, I played this game. It was like a third-person ARPG, kind of like level-based game. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called Rune or something. And then now when you ate lizards. Okay, what else am I putting in here? We got the footprints. We got the other footprints. We got the tools. We got a hat and a sword. We got fur that maybe looks a little bit like bacon. And we got lizard tail. What else would they have in the realm if it was like cut off? Maybe like dead bugs. Maybe bugs in general. Maybe just like this. Actually, I think I made the wings too big. Maybe just like that. No. I know what there would be, though. There would be a frickin' anthill. Like this. And because the ground is purple, the anthill is also purple. Look at how the dithering kind of like hugs this, by the way. Didn't it create a weird optical illusion where it hugs this? Kind of. We'll make this actually be dithered. With a slightly different color. And then we'll put our ants in. And the ants will be the color green. Why are the ants green? Ugh, why are the ants green? And let me add a little contour on the bottom first. And then the ants. There's just ants everywhere. You know what, actually, maybe the ants should be red. Even in a different reality, the ants are red. I feel like there was a game that I played a while ago, not on stream, that had blue ants, though. Oh well. No, actually, they're gonna be the color green. I don't care. The ants are gonna be the color green. I think that the problem is just that I don't have a lot of space to work with on this. I kind of got like a small amount, you know, so making ants kind of just looks wrong. Even if they were like the color red, they would look wrong, I think. They would just look like dots. It would just look like an infected hill like it currently does. This kind of looks infected. Ugh, why are ants green? What the heck? Okay, there's the ant hill. Your local ant hill built on the sidewalk. I tell you, ants are a menace to society, truly. So many ants everywhere all the time. No matter where you make things. There'd probably be some actually going like this. Walking off in a dotted direction. Yeah, there's the green ants. We got ants. How does it look if I made it like a red? Oh, you know what? That is way more ant-like. We'll make it a red-ish color. Now, I could see ants that look like this, or bugs that look like this. And you know what grows out of the ground? It's like some blue grass trying to grow. But the ants have already killed it off. The grass, even though it's already, even though it's blue, still looks yellow when it's dying. A yellowish color. Like a wiltingish color. And then the ants are eating it. I think I need to make it more like this blue, though. Maybe like a whiter version of this blue. Yeah, that seems fine. Actually, it looks a lot like something else. Let's just keep it the exact same color. It looks like a worm they're grabbing. The freshly killed grass the ants are stealing. What else do I want for this? This is actually quite a few of these, isn't it? I don't think I made this many for other ones, have I? Yeah, I think I've made enough. Now I gotta make the walls. Which is just gonna be like, and steal this. I need to merge this actually. Yeah, merge that. Just make sure I get the right one. Make sure I get the square right. What? Whoops. Wait, these are 64 by 64? I fucked up then. I'm in big trouble then. I accidentally made these 32 by 32. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. That's troubling. If I just scale it, how fucked does it look? Not this one. These ones. It's gonna be totally messed up, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I've totally messed it up. All right. I mean, if I fix the background, maybe it looks fine for some of them. But others, I definitely have to change things. Dang, why did I think it was 32 by 32 and not 64 by 64? Why did I do that? Alright. Should have probably caught it earlier, though. Should have probably caught it earlier. Here. Even the background is kind of fucked. Dang. Oh, yeah, I totally messed up. Yeah, I totally messed this all up. I gotta restart? I think I gotta restart. It looks very wrong, actually. Each of these are 2x2s as well. Because, I mean, like, obviously they would be. Hold on, sorry, give me a second. Yeah, I've screwed up. I've really screwed up. Dang, this is not even... Oh, yeah. Alright, well, at least I have an idea of what to do, you know? At least I have an idea. We'll go again with all of these. And, you know, we'll just do it here. Can I, like, pop this out? No, I can't. Alright, well, it's fine. Yeah, let me take the base grid's colors. Or this layer real quick. Okay. Should have stuck to the base grid. I actually should have. I'm feel dumb now. I really do. I could have easily just stuck to the base grid and then nothing would have messed up. I really messed up doing this. So messed up. Okay, you know what? Can we unsize this? I'm gonna unenlarge them. Make them small again. So I can use this as a guide. Let me change the colors of this. Actually, a color like this might be better than this one. Maybe that one, actually. Wow, that's eye melting. That's less eye melting. Let's just 64. Frick, I messed up. I totally messed up. I totally messed up. Oh no. Wow, you can barely see that green, huh? Alright. We'll just start with the cracked thing. Oh my god, all of yesterday's work wasted because I did the wrong size. You know, at least with this I can have way more leeway to work on something on this. You know, I can make a much larger thing. Much larger space to work on making a thing. See, my problem right now actually is how do I make like a crack? Maybe we'll start on a different one. Like the rocky part. Oh, geez. Doing this over again. I'm going to have the same problem where I don't know if I like the way it looks. I'm gonna have problem number 2, truly. Hmm. I can't believe I just I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I thought it would not be 64 by 64. The character is 64 by 64. Why did I think it would be 32 by 32? Oh, I know why. It's because I was on the icons and then I got lost in that sauce, I think. The last time I had to do sprite work. Maybe they should look more like a little stalagmites forming. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? We'll make them flattened. No, we'll just make them like spikes. Almost like little waves, actually. God, I gotta try not to turn the entire thing. And this will be one of the walkable terrains. Even though it's stalagmites, which are kind of like spikes, really. You know, if you think about it. And you know, we'll give like the little thing there. How do stalagmites even form, by the way? Oh, isn't it because of there's a stalactite above having water on it? I think that's what it is. Yeah, I know how the stalactite forms because there's water that drips off the top and erodes the ceiling. Stalagmites, I think, are the secondary result of that. I don't think I like that, actually. Maybe we'll just leave it like this, honestly. I wouldn't get the color back. I need, like, the big one. Next zone. Ah, I really fucked up, dude. Hmm. The cracks don't really look like this. They look more like small lines, you know? They don't really look like anything. They just look like lines that you can barely see. For some reason, whenever I think of a crack in a video game, though, I think of that one texture pack for Minecraft that really makes it look like you break into the block and make a giant hole in it. Hmm. Cracks are otherwise really minute. And kind of erratic, actually. Like a little river on here. I'm gonna have to do the brick texture all over again, I'm realizing. Yeah, that actually does look better as a crack. I think maybe if I take this color and then also put some darkening, it's like where the crack is thicker. You know? I get to remaster a crack. Peter, what is that? Need to fill this in. What am I gonna do next? The brick? Yeah, I gotta do the brick over. At least I get to make the bricks bigger in this one, you know? Way bigger. I can't believe it. I can't believe all that work. Holy crap, these are gonna be massive bricks. My hand can't hold all these bricks. 6, 9, 11. Whoa! Shoot. 6, 9, 11. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. It looks like I can go to 21 on each side. We'll add the detail after I do the actual brick. Wait, one of these sides is bigger than the other. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. 18. There. 6, 9, 12, 18, 18, 19. 3, 6, 9, 12, 8, 15, 18, 19. Good. We'll have it be a little off kilter, I guess. This should be 21, which means that 3, 6, 9, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, it's 21. Oh, okay. Oh snaps, did I cover my face up so much that it literally did not want to register me moving? Oh no! Hands are bigger than my head. I'm gonna get slapped. Yeah, we'll have this be a little off kilter. 9 tall. There you go. And then we'll have this go like that. Then we have to copy this part right here. And then we have to copy this part right here. Now, am I gonna off kilter it every single time? Maybe. think I will actually, And now I need 2 copies of these. One for the top, and one for the bottom. And now this whole square actually needs to be moved down. A little bit. You fill this in with the green. And you know, we're gonna take this guy and we're just gonna fill these in again. These bricks. How did I do this part? Little cutoff parts. Jeez. With this stuff inside. I gotta do this for every single area, huh? Dang it. Oh man, I thought I had the right color. Okay. Actually, we're gonna cut that part off so it just looks like the whole brick was removed, and then we're gonna copy this pattern of of existence over here. We're just gonna keep copying it. Oh yeah, we gotta put chips in this brick too, which is, yeah, that's fun. Honestly, I actually do feel a little exasperated from this. I think I do need Donald. Back in the corner, Donald. I got a question. If I shrink it, does it get... The resolution actually lowers properly? You know, it actually looks clearer now. Doing that. Alright. I wonder if there's like a program ever that just like does the scaling properly so I wouldn't have to do this. It probably can't, because I used the thing. I used the dithering. So I mean, like, I don't see any program that could deal with the dithering part properly. But if I didn't use any dithering, it probably could. There probably would be a more pixel perfect one. This probably actually honestly has like an option to make it more pixel perfect in here somewhere. So that I wouldn't have to deal with this. you know. I imagine there's something in here in scaling. Here, let me look. No, actually, oh wait. Yeah, probably. Probably one of those does something the way I would want it to. And now I have to put the chips in. Honestly, did I accidentally pick this exact color? In that case, this should be like this color. No, it's actually not the same color. It just looks very, very similar up close. I almost just erased it. That would have been wrong. Huh. You gotta kind of erase it, not actually erase it. Let's put like a little crack in one of them. Maybe some cracks would make me happier. Some more chips. More chips, me lord. No, 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 please, no more. It's a very expensive vase and you're ruining it. You're ruining my very expensive vase by chipping it. What's wrong with you? Some more cracks, my lord. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Stop. You're ruining the integrity of this. Of course. You're more of a, you're more of like a smashed brick style of person, aren't you, my lord? What do you mean by smashed brick? And then that's where the king gets his head smashed in with a brick. I do have a development for the my Instagram experience. And that's that the evolution of being on Instagram and having like you letting furries roll all over it is that and also it's probably because I only post Pokemon on there and that's it and do nothing else. You know? I just post Pokemon onto there. Is that there was like Pokemon relationship abuse. I don't I don't know how else to describe it, but that's what happened. It was like it was literally like what there was like a Gardevoir and a Vaporeon. And I think they were in a relationship or something, or maybe the Vaporeon got cheated with by the Gardevoir or something. And basically like the Gardevoir or the Vaporeon like bit the Gardevoir and there was actual blood. It was actually insane. So that's the new development. Let me go see what's on there right now actually. Oh, hey! Donald escaped. Go again. What if we make it square? Oh, wait, what? Whoops. Control S apparently stretches it. Whoops. Yeah, what's on there right now on Instagram? So we got normal furry art, normal furry art, normal furry art. Furry. This is the same person. Like, actually, it's not the same person. What? Animals and relationships. Person turning a meme into their PNG tuber. Really dope pixel art. Okay. I guess it's gone. Yeah, that's it. The thing that I saw that was just straight up gore of comfort characters is gone already. That's too bad. I thought it was hilariously graphic. Oh wait, what am I doing? I thought I clicked the right thing, but I didn't. The incredibly graphic imagery of a Vaporeon biting a Gardevoir is gone now. Oh, there's a smashed picture of their relation or something. It's gone. What am I doing next that I accidentally messed up on? Oh, hey, free space. Good. Free space. Why do people why does somebody make something like that? Really? Is it because of like that those trends where they just like to make they just love to make random violent scenarios? You know, they just do, don't they? Okay, at least this time I get to make the water one look more normal. You know? We'll start by going like this, and then this is my chance to make it normal, and I'm already failing. What does a water? What does like a crack in the wall with water coming out even look like? Why would that even be walkable though? Actually, also maybe I should just not make this one even walkable. Maybe instead it should be like a large footprint of a creature, like an elephant or something, or like a bear. No, not like a bear. It'd have to be like an elephant, or it's just like a flat print. Yeah, I think I like that better because this water one actually makes no sense. Why would I be able to walk on the water one? You know, why would I? That makes no sense. So I'll just make like a giant print. Maybe like it doesn't even have to be like a print of an animal actually. It can be something else. It can just be like a cratering kind of cratering that's happening. And what's cratering without some more craters next to your cratering? You know? So we're gonna add a few more. We'll give it a little circle in the middle. I think it should actually be a different color. Yeah, that seems fine. And then we'll have a few more. Wait, one first. I don't know if I'm gonna play Path of Exile today or if I'm gonna play something else, by the way. Because I don't know, we kind of beat that game really quickly. And so, you know what actually it could be? It could be like I put water in the middle. That would be good. Anyway, because this week I thought that that Demon Souls would take longer, but then it didn't. And you know, because of that, because I thought it would take longer, I thought more of this week would be Demon Souls, but then it didn't take that long at all, actually. So, oh frick, he's out already. I almost closed my V2 remodel. I almost closed the V2 remodel. Wait, was he at the exit and then he turned the wrong way? That would be awesome. Honestly, I don't think he can actually do that. But accidentally opened something. No! I opened Miasma Sim number 2. Don't open up Miasma Sim number 2. On top of the fact that I've been playing way too much Path of Exile. I don't know. Maybe I'll just play Path of Exile though. There is another milestone I have to beat. I think it is anyway. I think it's like a milestone. You know? It's the fact that I didn't do Labyrinth yesterday. I should have done Labyrinth yesterday, but I didn't. Whoops. And I actually have like a bunch of the Labyrinth one. Also, I did get bored and I looked up another Path of Exile building website. And I learned that apparently one of the most popular builds right now, it's actually this, it's like a, what's it called? It's a totem build where the player casts a totem using the ballista totem to just cast this spell called Kinetic Fusillade over and over again, which funnily enough, as soon after right before I looked it up, I got that spell. And so now I kind of want to try that with the Hierophant instead of what I was doing, which was the Siege Ballista. The Siege Ballista was like a build where you stack a bunch of decks to try to cast 1,000,000 Siege Ballistas. Honestly, I think I don't have enough water in this. Oops. I think that this could do with some more water. But yeah, that build seemed kind of interesting. I did get bored and sort the entire list of builds that people put on there by damage, and I saw that the top build For damage, apparently did 2 billion, which made me think it was not worth the. I think that they bugged the website somehow. But they were on like this build where it was like what's it called? It was a Slayer, which is like the dex the quality like dex strength kind of character's ascendancy, and they only used the move Frenzy, and it was a very strange build. Very strange. So I thought maybe it was bugged. What should I do next? Oh, the rocks. Lovely. A good idea. By the way, this one I can actually I'm gonna make a variant of this one actually. This one's gonna be one of the few that I make variants of. I'm going to mirror this one. Well, actually wanted to mirror it that way. And I'm gonna paste it again and I'm gonna rotate it. Oh right, the background is messed up if you mirror it. Oops. Yeah, let me fix it. Let me fix it. Fill it in. Whoops. Fill it in for real. And then select this part. And then use the dither. Oops. Use the dit. I should actually use this. No, wait, that's too encompassing. You know what? Actually, no, wait, I do have to select these bits. Actually, maybe, do I just have this too big? No, it's not that it's too big. It's that it is messing it up. Okay. Okay. No, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that on stream, though, today. Oops. I have no idea if I'm going to be doing that on stream today or if I'm going to be doing something else. Well, I've definitely got to do the labyrinth. I think I'm going to do the labyrinth for more than one character, actually. Okay, what if we paste it again? We mirror it. And then we rotate it. And then I take the squiggles. And I turn those. And then we copy this one. And we rotate this one 180 degrees. And now we've got a bunch of different variants of the pool. Okay, that seems good. Now, let me move these over, though. There's a lot of territory, but, you know, we'll still move it over here so it's together. And now let's mimic the ores, the Sonic Tails and Knuckles ore again. Frick. Feel real dumb for not just doing this the right way the first time. Whoop. We'll do this the same way I did it before. Kind of like this part right here, have a little bit. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Make that 1. Almost made it 602 somehow. Like that. Honestly, I think maybe I can, since I got so much more space, I can have 3 different shades of color. And like section zones. Let's see. Fill bucket, the outer edge, then fill bucket, the inner part. Oops, and then fill bucket, the innermost part. Actually, I think I got the colors backwards. I think that this should probably be this color. And then this part should probably be the lightest color. And then this should be like a very dark color inside of here. And then we're going to take this color and we're going to fill it all in. I feel as though the color thing would fail me. It did in fact fail me. It's a good thing I didn't use it. It kind of looks like a flower, actually. Which is not what I was going for. Therefore, I'm going to shave a little bit off on here. That actually just made it even more flower-like. You know what? We'll just keep it the way it is. Also, I did that on the wrong layer. Rotate it 90 degrees. Take the filter tool, HSV adjustment. Now it's like a yellow one. Steal the square. Put the square underneath. Oh, I forgot about the... You know what, actually? Why did I do that? I don't have to do that. I can just do like this. Fill bucket. Then I can take my thing. Actually, I'm realizing I forgot to make the blue one. Another 90 degrees. And a flip. And a bluification. And you know what? I think that's not enough rotating. There, this one's the letter Y. This one's the letter A, the letter Y, and then this is not a letter. And now on this layer, so I don't mess it up. Oh my god, you can select more than one zone. Et voila. And then we select this one, and we fill this in with this too. And all 3 of our rocks are done. Which really, they really do look like, they do look like flower petals or letters. Today class we're... Oh yeah, I have to give a Japanese lesson today because I forgot yesterday. Can you believe it? I forgot yesterday, so I gotta give one of those on this stream. Yeah, let me do that real quick actually. I got the book again. Oh frick, my bad. It's the desk mash banging. Let's see, what's the book gonna give me this time? I'm feeling later half of the book. Oh, there's vocabulary. For stores, we got Ichiba is market. We got Kaguya is furniture store. By the way, if you want to know, if something has something something yeah at the end, that means store. But you also can call the person who works. Sometimes you call like the person, like if you know a guy who is like a fish salesman, you might refer to them as the store a little bit too. Like for instance, we have Kurininguya, which is dry cleaners. There's Sakanaya, which is the fish store or fishmongers. Apparently, this book has really got some antiquated things. Oh, Hanaya, that one's good. That's flower shop, but it also refers to just the florist, you know. This is a lot, by the way. There's just like Kudamonaya, there's Kutsuya, there's Keikiya, there's Sakanaya, Sakeya. Actually, that one's Sakaya. Liquor store is a little different. It's not Sakeya, it's Sakaya. There's Shotengai. It's apparently a shopping mall. There's Denkiya, that's the electrical appliance store. And just like that, Radio Shack is gone forever. Okay. I'll give another one during the other stream, but I forgot yesterday. Your lesson for today is that a lot of the stores is just something yeah. Unless you're talking about the convenience store, which is actually convenient. Let's make the one where there's pickaxes again. Keeping the same kind of coloration. Now I've got so much space, you know, I can literally just straight up... Oh yeah, let me merge all these. Merge! I got so much space that I can literally use the fill tool to fill the pickaxe's handle in. Yeah, I really feel bad that I fucked up and made this the wrong size. Pickaxe. We'll make the kind of pickaxe where it's like sharp on one end and then not sharp on the other. You know? Unlike the Minecraft pickaxe. And you got one like this. Pick up a pickaxe. Have a good time. When I was a kid, I yearned for the mines. These pickaxes look like they got 32 durability. Oh. Yeah, they definitely do, don't they? They got 32 durability. They don't got that 1564 durability. Actually, no, sorry, it's 1562 because you get one bonus one. I guess. They definitely got that look, though. They definitely be having 32 durability. Actually, is that how much durability gold pickaxe has? Is that how much it has? Or is it more? Maybe they've got... I think they've got 64 durability. They got 64. By the way, is my audio fucked up? It not. It's not. It's not messed up. It's normal. Hmm. Make this one. Gotta make the thing a little smaller though. This is like the one where there's like a growth on the wall. Dang it, I keep clicking on the pulse audio. You know, I think you can take this, you can take the dithering tool and really mess things up if you change any of these variables here in Krita. Oh hey! Donald escaped. Go again, Donald. You missed that one. Try another. Make it really, really small. Holy crap, I'm really making OBS work for this one. OBS is working for this one. For sure. Isn't that crazy? Okay, we'll make the broken pickaxe now. Dang it. Brick! I can't... I messed up. Okay, whatever, it's okay. Do this. And then we'll get this thingy. Fill this in. Wow, did I make it too thick? Whoops. My bad. And actually, shit, it's broken, actually. There we go. Shattered the bits and pieces all over the floor. And one of the pieces... Yeah, one of those pieces just straight up like over here. One of the pieces got rotated by 90 degrees. Is over there. One of the pieces is over here. Also rotated by 90 degrees counterclockwise. And now I gotta fill in all the green. Actually, I don't think that's a good place for it. I think it should be like here. I wish it just rotated right, you know? Here, we'll fill this green in, we'll fill this in, and I'll draw it the right way I want it. Just like this. We'll put another piece there. Next, I gotta do that, and then I gotta do this. And there we go. That's every single one of these that I want. I'm actually just gonna get rid of this one. Because Jesus is getting out of hand. Okay, we're gonna put this one now. Let's start with the dark hole that you shouldn't walk into. It'll be a similar thing starting off with this. Actually, it's gotta be, I gotta start with this. I forgot. Gonna be a similar thing starting off with this. We can actually use the circular tool, I think. And we add the arms. And we add the feet. And we add the eyes. And we add the smile. Get rid of some detail. And actually, I fucked up. We're not making Kirby. What am I doing? Okay, I've lost my brain. I don't like the circle tool. Let me see how I did this one again. Ah, yes, okay. I probably should be doing this part last, huh? It's alright. Not an artist, remember? Let me go ahead and add this part. Whoops, I went too far. I probably just could have Control-Shift-Z'd that and done it manually, huh? Like here. And there. That one I could have Control-Z'd on. Make sure I don't overlap on this green too much again like I did down there. This could stand to be thicker over here. And now we fill it in with an even darker color. We take this square, we flip it, and now it looks like two eye sockets looking at you. Actually, I do like this idea of making more than one hole though, so we are gonna do that actually. Whoop. We're gonna do this real quick. And then I'm gonna do, why didn't I do this actually? I was supposed to just do that. Oh well, it's okay. Big! Here we go. Look at how big my cursor is, though. Go that way, Donald. Go right again, or left again, or go right actually. Go right and you'll win instantly. Nope, he went left. Okay. I think I'm gonna add a manual mode to Donald. I really do. Don't know how I'm going. Don't know how it's gonna feel to operate him now. Okay, and then we have to add our little eyes. They get to be large now. And there gets to be maybe one more of, yeah, definitely more than one. One more of them. Oh, you know, I think I've learned today the difference between peppermint and mint, by the way. I've really learned the difference. In mint, I swear it just tastes exactly like toothpaste. But peppermint tastes a little different. You know, because I made some mint chocolate ice cream, not peppermint chocolate ice cream. And boy oh boy is it really tastes like toothpaste. Tastes a lot like toothpaste. You know, quite a bit like toothpaste. Full toothpaste taste, really. I be brushing my teeth with this one, secretly. This one has plenty of people living in it. Oh, you know, I didn't talk about how last week I played City Skylines, right? And I was saying how it felt bad to play whenever whenever I wasn't cheating. But then later I figured out how to actually make a city work with water, not having to like buy a million of them. I I feel as though maybe the game still feels a little bit like SimCity, but with way too many DLCs instead of like how many DLCs did SimCity have? There were 20. Never mind, they were both fucked up. Oh no, wait, there were free ones. Oh yeah, I remember the stupid Nissan one. Yeah, there were like there were some DLCs, and then there were like some DLCs that I actually wanted but never got. Like oh, this was not considered a DLC. This was considered an expansion pack. It was Cities of Tomorrow because of the Mega Tower thing. I probably wouldn't care for it anymore actually though, but like me as a kid, I wanted the Mega Tower DLC or expansion pack. I really did. Yeah, that's where I saw the similarity though, because for some reason they just put too many DLCs in that game, City Skyline. I'm sure that it's probably more in depth than SimCity though, so I'll give it that. It's definitely more in depth. It's just kind of weird how you have to place the water line yourself. Placing the water line on your own is kind of annoying, really. It's more annoying actually than like in depth for that one. Like that feels too in depth, unnecessarily in depth, if you ask me. Because, I mean, like, why would you need to place your own water line down? I don't know. It's just, I guess, it's too realistic. Like the plumbing is too realistic. I remember in SimCity you didn't have to do anything like that. Or just auto set up your plumbing with the roads. Once you place the water tower, and also the water tower was oh, what did I do? The water tower was just straight up like straight up your what's it called? Your water source in that one. I actually messed up here. I get to make this beautiful looking I get to make this go even more inside, huh? I get to go even more in depth on this one, don't I? What the heck is this thing? I actually just don't know what that is. We're gonna take this color right here and make it a little darker. And it's gonna spill out through that. Oh, it's like legs. And then, did I make outlines? Yeah, I did. I left little imprints. We'll use this color again. We'll make the contour, and we'll scratch the contour. It really, really looks like legs, actually. I wonder if scratching the contour is actually wrong. I know what this is, by the way, when you scratch this contour. It actually does look kind of wrong. And also, it really does look like a person. Hmm. Oh, Donald is out. Get back in, Donald. This time I'm gonna be extra crazy with it. There. Extra wide mode. When you put your classic game in ultra wide and it doesn't have proper settings. I actually think I don't like this green outline. They should honestly like reconjoin towards the middle. I do get to do this though. I don't know what they're glistening against, but they're glistening. The water in here is still glistening. Um, yeah. This game kind of has like a top-down and isometric view, huh? I've kind of done a little bit of column A and column B, haven't I? By total accident. Oh yeah, I want this thing. I need this thing. Because there needs to be like a block that's just straight up nothing. And you know what? When I make the canyon, I'm just gonna be simple and I'm gonna make it the same color. Whoops. I'm not gonna make it like a shade. Like I did. Oh shoot, this area. There we go. Now we're gonna take the next square. Did I have 3 or only 2? I had 3, right? Because there's the pooling up part. You know what, actually? Maybe I should have it be like a crack in the wall and there's water coming out. Instead of it just being a massive hole in the wall with water coming out. I don't know. Who knows? Water has to come from somewhere, though. So we're gonna first fill this all in. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna make it just go all along. Become as one. And start streaming downwards. All the way down. Actually, it should end where it starts. Just like right around there. That way, if I wanted to, I could reuse this one too. I wouldn't have to worry about it, like, not connecting in a wrong order. Shoot. Yeah, let me draw like a train track on top. There, now I know exactly where I need to go. What line I need to touch each time I do a thing. So that it connects. Oh, I forgot to do it to the other side too. Oops, wrong color. Okay. And then this is where it's just gonna pool up. All down here. Where you cannot walk as well. Bill. By the way, what happens if I like... There, we got phone aspect ratio now. all pools up down here. Actually, I think I want this to be more oval-like. Gotta be more Stewie Griffin head-like. And you know what? I think I done it again. Dang it. It looks a lot like something phallic. Never mind. It's just gonna be a circle then. We can put some contours on the sides, but we don't want to put too many contours on the sides. I think I can scratch the contours on here. And you know, if I rotate this 90 degrees, it should still work, right? Or not 90, but like 180 degrees. It should still work. Should fundamentally be the same. Oh, getting exhausted. I'm already feeling tired. It's all my own fault though. For not making it the right size. But I have to redo this. Okay. Now before I turn this into the checkerboard, let me just make sure that I make a inverted version. Where it is literally mirrored horizontally. And then one that's flipped. And rotated. Actually, I think I've returned. No, I didn't return to beginning. Also, I kind of messed up here. Actually. Let me merge all these. I messed up here a little bit. Yeah, this was not okay. Alright. Now I got plenty of river to work with. We're not gonna fill it in with anything else though. We're not gonna put any shine on this. No shine. No shimmer. That's a lie. We can put a shimmer on the pool that pulls up at the bottom. Again, I suppose. This time we actually have a shine though. There's definitely a sun on this near this planet, right? Right? Nope, sun, no plants, therefore there's gotta be a sun. Who's the one who's writing the lore for this? Oh yeah, that's me. I'm doing it. Right. Yeah, there's a sun. For sure. Okay. Okay. Now we'll just do... Actually... We shall do it first. Oh yeah, I forgot about the sign that says no. Let's just take this color here. And... This is a cutoff. Take the second color. It's okay if we cut some parts off with this. That was too much cutting of the parts off with this. Okay. And then we do that again. Why did I unselect it? What's wrong with it? I'm just gonna mirror this one horizontally. And then we just have to take this bit and get rid of this part. And this has to connect to this, and then we're done. Yep, it does. If I mirror this horizontally, I can do that. Then, merge all these. I'm gonna add one more variation. By simply rotating twice. And now I gotta paint all of it the same color. I gotta fill in all of the space with this. I mean, I really messed up with this though. Forgetting all the things. Oh yeah, I gotta get the no symbol. Right. The no sign. Shoot. No. I guess I get to put trespass down this time. I get to put down an actual sign that says trespassing. I don't get to. I don't have to just put no on here. Wait a minute. New benefit discovered. New benefit to the redo everything experience. Jeez. I shouldn't have poked. I should have started with a... You know what? Hold on. There. And now I can go like that and that. And then I can write the word Still not escaped, huh? Trespass. You know what, actually? I think I gotta make the text extra small. I wonder if I can write cursive on this. No, it's too hard. It looks like I wrote the word freeway, which is the opposite of what I want. I do love writing in cursive, by the way. Like, no joke. Cursive is sometimes easier for me than print. I really do. Actually, that's like a regular occurrence. I wish I could write everything in cursive instead of print. Sadly, there's a lot of forms these days that just say, this needs to be, please print. It didn't say this needs to be in print. It says, please print. And then I realized, oh, I wrote it in cursive, damn it. And then I gotta rewrite it. And it's especially awkward if I wrote it in pen, you know? Maybe we'll just keep the sign that just says no. No. Because it looks like I can barely not put trespass on here. Barely. And we'll add like a little... Actually, you know what? That doesn't look right. I thought I could add like a little squiggly disclaimer at the bottom. I don't think I can. No. Just a big sign that says no. My eyes are starting to break on me, I think. With all these colors. Wasn't the background checkers pink and yellow? Why do they look more red now? They really are breaking. I guess it still is a pink. Should I fill it in with a checkered thing on the wood? Maybe I shouldn't. That's I kind of don't want to. Instead, I want to take my color and I want to take a darker color and I want to dig into the rock a little bit. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. It would be that I would do this. It would actually dig into the rock a little bit. Okay. You know what? I've done so much shallow. I've been doing this for so much time. I'm just going to export this and I'm just gonna start working on Godot. You know? Almost hit the wrong thing. I'm just gonna work in Godot now. We're just gonna make a resource zone. Whoop. This is the shallow quarry zone. I think I might stop after this too because I'm just feeling so exhausted suddenly. Here we go. So we're gonna say this is a mineral zone. Quarry resource zone. Shallow quarry zone. The heck? My hands always just randomly feel extra itchy for some reason. Tile zone. Oop, what am I doing? Tile map layer. Give it a new. Oh, wait. Give it a new tile set. Change this to 64 by 64. Click on Atlas. Go into my locations. Shallow quarry. I shouldn't have done this actually. Okay, let me just do it myself. Let's have a physics layer. What's the physics layer on this one? 1 and 2. I see. Then let's go ahead and paint a physics layer on here. We also need another custom data layer. Can contain resource. By the way, when I made the base resource base zone, resource zone layer. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't make that right actually. Okay, so I didn't do that then. This is a Boolean tile zone. We're just gonna paint physics layers all over these that are straight up squares for now. That one's a square, these ones are squares. Actually, we'll be a little more fancy with this one. Okay. And on these ones, oh, not that one. On these ones, I'll get a little smaller with it. But it will overall still be a rectangle. Oh shoot, is it already thundering outside again? No. No, I think not. This one will be like something weird and awkward, kind of like this. There. Actually, it could be a little more tucked in. And then this one needs to be just like a giant circle. Or even maybe like an octagon. Octagon. Here we go. Add one more. Really, I can expand the editor? Oh, wow. I didn't know I could do that. That is kind of helpful, actually. I also fucked up this one. This one was supposed to just be a square. Now it's gonna be all wonky looking. Now it's gonna be special, and all the other ones are gonna be jealous that it's special. Frick. Why does this one get a fancy hitbox? Because I fucked up. I mean, it's because I like it better than the rest of you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. These holes, though, they're gonna just be squares. You don't want to get anywhere near those holes. Those holes are dangerous. Also, I forgot these are supposed to be squares too. Whoops. So the ones that can contain resource on will be that one, 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 that one. Actually, this one won't be able to. And you know what? Some of the water holes will not be able to either. This one has like a mulch on it, or a moss on it, not a mulch. Those ones obviously won't. Okay, let's start drawing now. So we're gonna start by... It's dawning on me that I didn't make one where it's just like a middle bit. Yeah, it's dawning on me that I didn't make one where it's just a middle bit. Oh my god. Hold on. Merge. Delete. Move. Copy this one. Mirror it. Godot, I'm so very sorry that you had to do this. Oh my god. These can be a perfect square. There we go. Now we can stop the obnoxiousness. There we go. Alright. Let's make this huge ass thing. There'll kind of be like a... Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna go like this. And then... Actually, I'm gonna make this area a little wider. My bad. And there'll be this right here. And then it'll be like these two and that go up. And then this all needs to be filled in with the unwalkable. And then we need to go like this some more, apparently. I actually don't really have like a connecting tissue, do I? Like for this. I didn't make one that's a connective tissue, huh? Well, that's fine. We'll just have it be this. Because it kind of intersects fine. Forgot to make it mixed up. And then blue everywhere. I mean blue? What am I saying? Miku everywhere. The Miku mines. You are being sent to the Miku mines. What will you do? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. If you are sent to the Miku mines, there's nothing you can do about it. Some people find that they are sent to the Miku mines. Other people find that they are happy to have been sent to the Miku mines. You have been sent to the Miku mines. What are you going to do? There's nothing you can do in the Miku mines. Fill that area with the Miku, with the mint chocolate ice cream. In the Miku mines, there's only one flavor of ice cream, and it is mint chocolate. Whoops. And actually, this needs to be this one. Whoops. Get rid of these. I want it to be round. Be that, and then this needs to be this. And then once again we need this, and then one of these. I think I am fine with the walls just kind of like being cut in like this. Hmm. The real question is, how am I going to make it go on that side? Actually, this is going to be on the side of a hill. That's why I made this perspectively like this. Therefore, there should just be areas where you can't go anymore. Like this is where it begins, the area you can't go anymore. There we go. That's the logic, right? This is like on the side of a hill or something. Oh shoot! I went too. No, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Right. We'll go. We'll make our little orb, or blur the area where your character is actually supposed to wander and stuff, which is all of this area. We'll say. I don't know if this is massive or not, though. Actually, I need to make. I think I need to make this area a little more spicy looking. Oops. Actually, I can't do it that way. I have to do it like this way. Every two. Right. I have to go like this. Otherwise it looks wrong. Doing it. Whoops, I used the wrong side of the wall. And then I don't know what that is. And then we'll have this side of the wall. I'm trying to find out how I can do it. I can actually go like this. Right? Yeah, I can go like that. Yeah, okay, I got the groove. I got the groove. I know how to make it. I can make this work. With an exceptionally strange shape. Let me do Pokedoku real quick. Oh yeah, has the guy escaped? He escaped. Give him a new thing. Put him back in the box. Put Donald back in the box. Oh yes, I want to change this one to a weird shape again. And we're just gonna make it go like this. Just a little bit like this. There you go. The walls have become extra narrow. I just tried to save the page for Pokedoku. Let's go speed run here. Easiest answer that I can first think of. Easiest answer I can think of immediately. Every single time. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, I've done all those. Oh shoot, okay. Skip that one. Just immediate first thing that comes to brain. First thing. First thing. First thing. Who cares? It's a rock type kind of day, isn't it? Why did I do that? Oh frick, I was supposed to do this character. Shoot. I fucked it. I screwed up. I really screwed up. Oh no. I am doomed. I am super doomed. There goes my score. By the way, this one was an insane one? This one was insanely hard. What the heck? Hardest game of Pokedoku ever. Well, actually, hardest game to get a low score on a Pokedoku ever. Alright, let's continue doing this then. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have it be maybe a little more flat over here. And also, we're gonna maybe make this area more rectangular too. Just a little bit more rectangular, you know. With this boxing. Here, let me use the line feature, which actually apparently does the line for you. Alright, we'll have things end like around there. Is that maybe 1 or 2 more pixels? And I'll double border it. And we'll put a little no right here. There's a little no right there, you know, a little no over here too, a few no's over here. Never hurt anybody, a no right there. So that people know, no. They know to no. Okay, back to putting down the walls. Let's go like this. I'm totally fine with this tiling for the wall. In fact, I think I'm even gonna go like this. Show that the walls end. We'll put the opposite wall over here. No, actually, I don't like that. The more I think about it. I like the way it looks over there, actually, where it just sort of cuts off. The Miku mines are where you have been sent to work for eons on end, harvesting resources for Miku. Be proud. Fat Tato is not gonna feed herself. She needs your resources. I think it actually is. I think the weather is already actually being violent. Oh shoot, I accidentally alt-tabbed. How on earth did I alt-tab? What? Oh, because the text properties, right. Okay, let's just go like this. And then we're gonna go fill bucket, and we're gonna see how, oh. Okay, you know what, we're gonna start with this. And you know what, we'll put the walls there too. And then we're gonna go like this, without that one. We're gonna have a lot of scattering. We're gonna have like a 9 in scattering, and we're gonna, oh. I put a 9! How about a 30? How about a 30 in scattering? Wow, a 30 is kind of still pretty hefty. Pretty hefty, actually. How about a 60? Half as many. And then we'll put some... We're gonna dot these everywhere. Maybe turn the 0 back on. There's a bunch of holes everywhere where little critters are living. Better not touch them. Else you'll be in trouble with the law or something. They are protected. Protected little critters. They are confirmed protected by the law. That's actually fine that it's there, because that's a part of the wall. And then we'll put a water here. Put a water like right here that goes all the way down. And look at all this variation I get to have with the water. We'll put a little sign that says no because the water's actually toxic and therefore you shouldn't touch it. Dude, it looks so weird having the thing be extra, like, ultra slim. I got an ultra slim screen. Do you know what actually is happening though? OBS is the one doing the ultra slimming. Because the window is actually wide on Donald's cam. This is OBS doing that, not Donald's thing. We can put like a pillar in the middle, casually, like this. That ascends into the heavens. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I want it to be really open. I want it to be relatively open. I want things to be mostly open. So we're only going to put one more sulfur spring. Okay. This thing does not have any... Should not have any thing on it. Oh, good. Oh, good. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that then. All right. If I put down my grassland or my quarry zone, and it actually is it is actually upset. We'll say pass here for now. Here it is. Does it look awkward at all? Honestly, not really. Looks kind of normal. Like it does not feel awkward that I've put like I've put too many bricks or anything. Oh, I should probably make an area where there's like bricked pattern. And maybe an area where there's just like a lot of things, you know, a lot of stalagmites. Do that, yeah. We'll put an area where there's just a lot of stalagmites. Put a bricked area. Maybe it like goes here. And then actually there's some like broken parts. I've killed off one of the endangered critters areas. I'm going to prison now. I'm going to my own in-game prison. Have some of these in here. You know what? This thing should not actually have the chance to have a resource. Yeah. The splotches. The bricks could. The splotches, no. The moss, no. There could be an area that has like a load of cracks on it. Or like it's gonna become a rift if we if we don't do anything about it. That really does look more crack-like. I'm glad I did. I'm actually a little glad that I got to redo this. There should be probably an area where there's just a bunch of water in like a circle. In like an oval-like shape, maybe. Showing that it's been raining there. No, yeah, no, it's fine actually. Maybe wide splotches of the ores in certain areas. Like over here, maybe. And over here. And now most importantly, making sure that you can't see beyond the pale. There we go. We walk over here. Actually, we'll start over here. There's our brick and moss. There's a hole here. Little blue zone. Area where there's a bunch of water. You can't see beyond the pale. The sign that says no. Another little splotch of yellow. The cracked area. Sulfur spring. That's seeping out of the earth. The area where there's a bunch of stalagmites. Nobody knows how they got there. Where's the large crack? Wait, did I already see it? Maybe I already saw it. There's a large crack. Many a crack there. At least I stopped drinking, Brian. Hey, yeah, this seems good. It looks kind of kind of like it's super open, but it turns out that actually it's a little bit more closed off for the shallow quarry, isn't it? These lines should probably just keep going, actually, though. I'm realizing. Like, this should just keep going out into the distance. We can also put some more holes. 80 scattering, fill this area in with some holes. Maybe actually like 800 scattering. Dang, 800 scattering, really? What about 8,000 scattering? There we go. Oops, don't fill it with that. We can put a few of these. Put a few water areas. I'm really testing how well I did this tiling. You can't even see these water areas though, can you? And, you know, that seems good to me. We could maybe put some walls on the side. We could maybe do that. So it's extra clear. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do today. Tomorrow I'll have to redo the Remnants Road. Because I messed it up. And that'll be at the end of this week. Now the question is, do I want to play Path of Exile today, or do I want to play... I guess it would have to be like... Explorers of the Sky? Oh, Donald got out too. Hmm... This looks surreal. How does it look if I do this? Transform. Actually, I don't want to do to that one. I want to do it to a new one. Stretch to screen. Holy crap. This is prospectively a nightmare. But this is gonna be the end of today's stream for today in developing. Sorry that I've totally messed up in making the thing. I totally forgot that it was 64 by 64 and not 32 by 32. All my fault, really. We'll finish up the last tier 1. Actually, this is not the last tier 1 zone, is it? Let me see. Oh, I closed my thing. Hold on. How many tier 1 zones did I make? Did I plan upon? There's 2 more actually after this. There's a former ranch zone and there's a miner's graveyard zone. Those will be fun to make. Hold on. So yeah, I'll see you all later today. I think I actually am gonna play Path of Exile. I was saying a few weeks ago that I was gonna do Path of Exile a whole week. And this will kind of be that whole week, you know. This will kind of be that whole week. Even though it's not the full week. I don't even really have too much I want to do in a Path of Exile streams. So feels kind of awkward to play Path of Exile each day. And then there's nothing. Okay. See you all in a bit. The walls close in on Donald and they open, they close and they open. Close open, close open. There's an earthquake in the maze. How will he be able to handle this one? It's just so funny. Alright. See you in a bit. Let me delete this PNG cell phone mockup. How do I delete this? Yeah, I don't want this here. Bye bye, I'll be back in a moment. And as always, fuck Trump. I actually forgot to say that yesterday for the YouTube stream, so here's yours for the YouTube stream. Also, Ted Cruz is a fucking idiot.